Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course in the series I just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything to do with an upcoming collaborative release. What I'm going to be covering is everything to do with the Palace and Evisu collaboration that is releasing for week 12 of Palace's Spring 2024 collection. well, I said in the drop list video for week 11, oh man, I can't wait for week 12 to prove me wrong and, make me think that there's only going to be 11 weeks in the spring season. I'm ready for it. I mean, I was making the comments that if they were to do a week 12, it would have to be a collaborative week because week 11 was very, very small. There wasn't much left in the seasonal bucket to actually release in a weekly drop. So it makes sense that it's a collaborative week for week 12, guys. I mean, maybe there's one or two pieces that are seasonal that are not part of this collaboration. I guess we'll have to wait until we cover the drop list video for week 12 to see if that's the case. But here we are at week 12. We're getting a 12th weekly release of Palace's Spring 2024 season, and it is a collaboration with very famous brand Evisu. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything to do with that collab. I'm going to be covering the release details, the editorial, and all the individual pieces, and my thoughts on the individual pieces and the collab as a whole. How I'm going to cover that is actually by using a Palace article, and we'll go through all the details there. Let's head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for this week 12 collab. Here we are at the Palace article covering all the details to do with the collab. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you want to check it out yourselves. But we'll cover these release details here and then we'll dive into the editorial below. So this collab will be releasing Friday, April 19th. Here are all the release times for the various different online and in-store locations. That is the release details for the US and the UK. But as we know, on the Saturday, Asia gets it at time. So it's releasing in Japan, in-store and online, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time, and in China on the WeChat store, 11 AM Chinese Standard Time. If you guys have any further questions on when and where it's releasing, drop them in the comment section below or have a read of the article yourself to get an idea. But now that we've covered all the release details for this week 12 collaboration, well, we need to get into this editorial and see how this collaboration shapes up on body. So here is the editorial. From my understanding, they brought on a Detroit artist, I think it was John FM, to do the editorial. I actually don't know who he is. I don't know my Detroit artists as well as probably some of you guys out there know. The only ones that I can really think of are like Jay Dilla, Danny Brown, and Eminem. They're kind of like the first three that pop in my head. If I thought about it longer, maybe I could think of some more, but they are the first three Detroit artists that I can think of. So maybe I need to go become more well-versed in Detroit music and artistry. But anyway, here's the lookbook. We have a zip-up hoodie, first being showcased here with co-branding on the left breast. And it looks like the motif that's being used here on the back as well, because we can kind of see it leaking on the arm there. I really like this motif, but I like it with how it's done on this denim jacket. We got the Evisu logo being used as like I kind of see it as like a bit of sticky tape where all the dice have been stuck to with the way that it's kind of been done. And I like it how it's done in like this tonal fashion on the denim. I don't know about the contrasting stuff on the hoodie and stuff. I'm a bit, okay. I think it looks really nice on this like washed out blue denim here, and you can barely notice the logo or not notice the logo as much on the other pieces. It looks like we're getting some graphic shirts as well. I can see them on the female model here. I can see we're getting a cardigan with a lot of the dice graphics being used on the cardigan. I think this is a really nice cardigan. I do really like it. We then have potentially a chore jacket. It's kind of hard to tell because this is I think a first denim jacket with the cinch on the back of it. It does have pockets on the front of it, so maybe it's a type 2, but I'll have to see, because the cinch is very typical of the type 1. But maybe they have 2 models. I don't know. It's very hard to tell from just these shots. But we also have the zip-up hoodie being shown here as well. Probably some denim. It looks like we've got the motif being used on the back of the denim. So we've got some denim jeans as well. So it looks like we've got a full denim set, some graphic t-shirts, some hoodies, and a cardigan. We'll scroll on down. That is the end of the lookbook. So this is how a lot of the collaboration is shaping up on body. But let's scroll on down and check out the individual pieces and see how they look as well. Here is the individual pieces here. We have the denim jackets. I initially thought there was going to be a chore jacket because of how the pockets were on this model here, but it was kind of hard to see, you know, with how they're sitting and everything like that. But this gives me confirmation that it is just I was going to go type 1, but type 1 only has 1 pocket. So it's like a combination between a type 1 and a type 2. I can't remember if type 2s have cinches on the back of them. But I know that type 2s have 2 pockets on them. So it looks like a combination between the both of them. Which do I prefer? I prefer the washed out one because the logo looks better on it. If the logo here was as dark as the indigo denim, I would have liked that, but that's okay. We've also got matching pants for it as well. They look very wide in the cut, which is awesome. Yeah, I think the lighter jacket is definitely my preference. I don't need the pants, but the jacket is nice. I like how they've done that. It looks like we've got shorts releasing in this collaboration as well. Different designs based on the different colors. This is the indigo colored one. This is the lighter denim wash one. That's kind of crazy. We've got the cardigan. Done in a very like traditional mid 20th century style, and I love it. I love the logos all over it. I love the colors they've used. Yeah, I really like it. I think this is probably my favorite piece in the whole collaboration, which is the cardigan, and I think that was probably the same with the last collaboration that they did. We then have the hoodies, which is just zip-up hoodies, no pullover hoodies on this one. It comes in a green, grey, or black. I think the grey is probably the best. Again, all being decided by like, is the logo and design contrasting or complementing? I like it complementing, and this one complements it the most. These more contrast, and not a big fan of that. We've then got the t-shirts, which just have a logo on the front, I think, which is nice. I like them. It's got Palace done in like a very Asian styled font. And yeah, it's just over the top of the Visu logo, which is cool. So yeah, I like it in the black and the white, or the cream, I should say. It's not exactly white, but yeah, it's a nice little t-shirt. We've got a denim cap releasing with all this dice all over the bill, and then a little bit of dice on the top with the collaborative logo. I actually really like that. It's a really nice hat. It is very loud and in your face, but it's like a denim trucker hat with all the logos on it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I like it in both colors. I think I'd probably go for the lighter denim wash though, just because it's but the darker wash is nice too. It's hard. I can't pick which one I like out of the 2 hats, but it's a nice little piece. We've got a bag which looks like a woman's denim, like, I guess, skirt. And I love that. I think that's crazy that it's done that way. I mean, some may argue it's like the top of like a men's denim jeans, but when I see the cut of this, I kind of think like a women's denim skirt that's kind of been sewn at the bottom, and then they make the bag that way. But you could be right. It could just actually just be a pair of denim jeans that they've just sliced here and then turned into a bag. I just first thought a skirt when I saw it, but it's a cool approach to doing a bag. I never thought to cut the top of a pair of denim and turn them into a bag, so props to both of them for making me think that way about a bag here. And then last but not least, I love this. This is so good. We've got a set of dice with a dice bag, and the dice bag is a denim bag with both of the logos on it. Love it. It's so in line with the collaboration. It's so in line with both the brands individually as well. It's awesome. I mean, if anything, it kind of feels like Palace is stealing a little bit of Stüssy's thunder here, because they use the dice motif a lot, but they've definitely made it into their own thing here. and it's done really well. I really enjoy it. So just some quick thoughts there on that. But yeah, this is great. This is a great collaboration. I was keen to see how it would kind of shape up, but they've done some really cool pieces here. I would say my favorite is definitely still the cardigan. I would say that the hats are really nice as well. I really like them. And the light denim jacket is definitely a really nice piece as well. But yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts now that we've covered the whole collaboration, both the editorial and individual pieces. Do you like any of the pieces? Do you not like any of the pieces? Let me know how you're feeling about this collaboration down in that comment section below. And that's basically the whole collaboration covered. You could go watch the video that is also in the article, but I didn't feel like you would want to watch me watch the video when you could just watch the video yourself. But if you want to, you know, it's linked in that description section below. We covered the release details. It's releasing this Friday for most of the world, or the Saturday if you live in Asia. We covered the editorial, the individual pieces. I had a lot of fun with it. You know, there wasn't any pieces that I saw in this collaboration that I thought were absolutely hideous. And there's some cool motifs, some cool designs being applied. And Palace had some fun with the Evisu logo, which I love to see. So not a lot to complain about, in all honesty. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, and I'd love to hear if you're going to be picking anything up from the collaboration this week. Are you going for the jacket? Are you going for a hoodie? Are you going for the dice and the denim bag it comes in? I'd love to hear. Let me know what you're picking up down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace collaborations, upcoming Palace releases, you know what I'm going to ask you for. I'm going to ask you for the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,840 subscribers before the end of the month. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of April. But that is everything I have to add about this collaboration, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you're going for something from the collaboration. Hopefully you can pick it up in the size and color that you're after. But until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video in general, I'll catch you later.